All right, good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Starting a little early today. Good morning to everybody. We're back in the range. Are the Bears going to do it? Are they finally going to flush us below 735 today? Looking like that. But they have faked this out multiple times. H. Cabrera, morning. So this is what I'm looking for. Are the Bears going to finally flush below 735 and get us out of this range that we've been in for 3 days now? That's the range, 740 to 800, low and high. Are we going to get out, or is this another chop day? If it's another chop day, I may not take too many trades today, if any. Yesterday was chop, chop, chop. Quick move during the open and then really slow. So this is what we're watching during the open. 735, that overnight low, previous day low area. Are they going to flush this and hold? Otherwise, we're just back in range. We see some move to this area and pop right back up, and vice versa. Are we going to finally get out of the top of this range and the bulls finally take over? I don't know. We are in a 4-hour or 1-hour descending channel. Go either way. But, that's the pathing right now. It's determining what happens at 735 down here. If they flush, can they hold it for continuation to the downside? That's 720, 725 area is probably very critical. Got a pivot point down there. What are they going to do? Are they just going to bounce it right back up? And then, are we going to push above the 800 area? Or just another range-bound day in this chop fest of a range? Shall see. Good morning to everyone. That's the path, and that's what I'm watching for. So, patience today. It's going to be, we've been in chop. It's not going to be pretty. It'll be 6 points up, 12 points down, 13 points up, 5 points down. It ain't going to be easy. We'll see. I am up a little bit from last night. Had some troubles on a trade last night and realized we're still in range and recovered it. So currently up about $500 from some overnight trading. Let's see if we can keep that or make some more. We are going to give it back, not give too much back. Mr. Too Tall, you start your trading at 6 or 6:30. Usually it's 6:15 a.m. Arizona or 9:15 a.m. Eastern. I just started to stream a little early today, but usually I start around the open. Usually I start streaming around 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Just a little early today. All right, we're at the bottom of this range. The question is, are they going to continue to push down, or are we getting a bounce and continuing in this range? Good morning to everyone. I will be right back. I gotta get some water. All right, so it is choppy. It's moving quick and choppy. Should be a P for patience day. That range has been brutal to trade. If it's going to be another range-bound day, I don't know if I'm interested in taking any trades. What I'm looking for is this 730 overnight low, previous day low area. Potential flush down here, and are they going to bounce it or continue to the downside? And the bears finally take us out of this range, or just another bounce, and potentially the bulls pushing us out of the top of this range, which is around 800. 800 has been a magnet for the last 3 days. So we'll find out, but it's going to be tricky trading. A lot of chop today. All right, good morning. Good morning to everybody. We might have actually a guest today. Dark Trends might hop on the stream a little later. So, that's looking like a juicy long right there. But see if the bears flush this a little further for overnight low, previous day low touch. And the question remains, can they hold down there and continue to the downside? Got that pivot point down at around 720 area. So maybe a quick push down there and then the bounce, or are they going to continue today to the downside? Harish, it bounced exactly at the 200 EMA on the 1 hour chart. Okay. Yeah, the question is, they bounced, but they brought it right back down, and they wrote it back down below the initial low of this move. So if they're building a descending channel, there could be further downside. I think we got to watch for that pivot point at 720, which coincides with yesterday's low, overnight low area. So a quick flush down here. And the question, do we get the bounce, or are they continuing to the downside? Or are the bears going to finally do it and flush us below 730? At that point, you're looking at probably 600 today, if they're able to flush below this area. If not, then we can go right back into this range, or potentially the bulls take over and push this above 820. Okay. There's no news today, so no catalyst, other than maybe a Trump tweet saying that they came to a peace deal, Ukraine and Russia. That's about it. We don't have news other than that. Got a speaker at 10 a.m. and then you have Trump signing a congressional bill at 1 p.m. That's about it for today. Car Trends in the house. Good morning. All right, let's see. They're still not able to bounce it, so let's see if they're gonna tap previous day low, overnight low, 720 area. That might be a juicy long if they bounce it. Otherwise, the bears are going to finally make their move today to the downside. All right, give me 1 second, guys, while we wait for the open. Hey, Shark, can you hear me?
Yep,
All right,
I'm here.
hold on. Let's see if test.
I can still hear. Do you want me to put the screen on, or just me, or
Whatever you're comfortable with. So hold on for a second.
see?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right, here we go. I think you're up on screen now. Are you going to share your screen or
All
just
right.
camera, Shark?
I'm trying to figure out that part for the screen. Screen. I think go to this. Go to this one. Is okay. Can you see the screen? Okay.
Okay.
I can get rid of
No,
camera.
that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, there's screen. All right, guys, you have Shark Trades live today as well as our. We're looking at his screen right now. Can you guys see his screen?
I think they can, because I can see it on another tab.
I think
Morning,
there.
guys. How is everybody doing this morning? Okay.
All right, so you thinking bears are gonna flush this today, or just continuation of that range and possible for the.
Yeah, right now I'm really hoping for a break up, back up to settlement, which is around this area of 794.75. Doesn't mean that we'll get it. We got to get past VWAP. I don't know what everybody else has, but on the chart that I have it at around 773. And right now, these are deviations from a bell curve that I've broken down into 6.5 hours, which is the trading time that we have in the New York session. And this isn't the normal deviation. This is just, and basically, since it's broke up into 6.5 hours, it kind of gives me a tighter range.
Right.
But if we get all the way down to 2 deviations, it's more likely that we won't stay that way. We'll end up probably bouncing up unless we like really strongly break it. So right now I am in a long right now. I got a
Yeah, I'm looking.
position.
I'm looking for that 720, 730. In other words, a stronger flush to overnight low, previous day low, and hop on that. See if we
Mhm.
get it. It could happen here. In other words, the bulls can pick it up from here. Play to the upside. So
Yeah, I'll show another chart too. I have let's see on your how do you go back to change screens? Okay.
Vincent and Ella, good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody, we have Shark Trends stream today as a guest. Shark, what would you say your strategy around? I know you also have kind of like your strategy. Here with that.
I like to take a trend off of actually Renko bars, and then kind of compress it, and then also use like this chart right here is basically fibs from pre-market high and pre-market low, and then we're waiting for the open because then I'll have a new set of lines to go from. Right now we have a tighter range right now, which is right around 70 points on the NQ since overnight, and that's represented by these two blue lines that are kind of dotted. They're dotted since we haven't hit open yet. Once we hit open, we'll start a new set of colored lines. And right now, so this top blue line that's kind of faint is pre-market high, and this other one down here that's dotted is pre-market low from close. And I have another indicator for the range back to settlement, and when open hits, it'll end up bringing that one up as well, and that's off of yesterday's settlement at 1600 hours and today's open at 9:30 New York.
You are in a long right now, and you're planning to ride that long open.
Correct. Yeah.
So what's your target?
So I usually always target 50%. So my main target would be right around here at 764.75, and that's
of settlement.
Yeah, I take off more than half of it right there because that's the higher probability.
Right.
And so anything above there is just extra for the day. It doesn't mean that it's going to end up hitting it, but I have noticed that if open hits and we're trading below, like today, if we're trading below open, I will probably end up closing my trade until I see it come down enough for me to re-enter to get a better position. If we out of the gate shoot directly for that 50%, then it's more likely for it to hit it right away. How's the sound? Is it okay?
I hear you good. Chat, how do you guys start trend? Speculate. Good morning. Mike Milan, CW. Fisher Trader, good morning. C. Cabrera, good morning, everybody. How's the audio? Can you guys hear us both? I think we're both bullish. Dark already in a long position. 60 open little.
This is about my entry right here at 745.63.
Casino opens in 7 minutes, guys. Do me a favor if you haven't done so. Help us out with the YouTube algo. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. They get it before they open. Look at you.
Yeah, it could happen. A lot of times it does end up doing that, but when we're this close, when if we're within 100 points, usually from pre-market low, um, it's very likely that we'll hit it. And like I said, we only have like a 72 point range, 75 point range. So I mean that's nothing for NQ. So you can do that in one minute candle.
You guys are saying my audio is breaking. They confirmed that. SR, thank you. Else confirm. Go. I think I know why. This should solve it. Yeah, no news today, guys. Today's relatively no news day.
I love no news days.
Yeah. Trade with a little more calmness. All right, looks like Shark is going to be out of here pretty soon. Is done?
Yeah, we're almost there. And like I said, that is the from pre-market low is where I got that original target. So, but the next one for me would be from my price of entry to 69.50.
Got it.
And then VWAP, and then settlement.
So for anybody just hopping on, Shark Trends is our guest. He is in position already in a long. I believe you said around 7:35-ish, 7:40-ish.
745 70. It's actually 745.63.
Got it. So he's already in a long position, targeting half a settlement. I'm hoping. I'm also long biased today, but I'm hoping for a stronger pullback, testing that overnight low, previous day low, to hop on a long. But looks like we may be done pretty early today.
We can always hope. Do you guys like this chart better? I know you haven't seen that it spits this out, but I think I'm going to leave it on this one. This is one of my this one and the one I showed first is my favorite ones, my favorite charts.
And
And
Carlos,
this trend,
go ahead.
this trend is from Wednesday. This has been a downward trend since last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
If I was
Yep.
to shrink this up, this is
Yep.
until we break that trend. That's kind of where we're riding. But right now I'm doing a counter trend trade. So yeah.
Carlos Lopez, when NQ ranges, the oscillator indicators always work very well. Yeah, you usually can play RSI or stochastics on range-bound days. They hit the top, short it, hit the bottom, long it. For the most part, on range-bound days, they seem to work. Until they don't. All right, guys, 2 minutes. Casino opens in 2 minutes. Today we have our guest, Shark Trends. Let's see how this plays out today. Bull's going to pop out, or the Bears going to finally make their move to the downside today. Low 735. All right, here we go. 1 minute. Timothy Bonds, good morning. A break below yesterday's low most likely occurs in the first hour. Let's see if the bears want to test that again or finally getting out of this range to the upside. Jar, good morning. Good morning. All right, 20 seconds. Casino opens in 20 seconds. Today we have Shark Trends. Shark Trend is sharing his chart. He's already in position. He's about to get out of half of his position soon. All right, casino's open. Let's go.
Okay, so right now we have open price at this green line right here. We want to stay above that to potentially continue up to that 50% line right there at this yellow line. Flash down from open, it flashed down already 13 points.
It wicked right back up, so I think they're going to continue to push. Yep. There's the play. They're pushing.
Yep, I already took my first little bit of profit right there. And my next target is going to be right up here at 778. 777.88.
Taking a little pullback, probably testing in the bottom of that range, the overnight range, potentially looking at overnight low, previous day low area. Tap, going to get the bounce. Or this low, this current low, holds. Okay, here come the bears trying to make their move. Watching overnight low and previous day low. Let's see if they can tap that. Bears want to push below 730 to make a move to the downside. So let's see. E for patience for me for now.
Yeah. And remember, anything below open is kind of invalidation of that settlement area. So
right. At this point, we're
right
probably
now we're getting ready to hit pre-market low 770 or 730.25.
All right, we're about to tap previous day low. That's a big play. Bears are making their move. They hold this below 720 for a red day. Ooh. All right, so bounces are off the table right now. Now, how do we participate on this short?
Right now on my other chart, we are right at that bottom deviation. And if we decide to flush that, we can go all the way to that the bottom of that channel. That'd be a place right in there, 664 to 673.
600 is definitely a potential now. It's a clear break of structure, pushing.
We are right at the bottom of that channel.
Looks like 620 is going to be next. Flush all of that. Are we getting the bounce here? Wow. Just made the move. Yep. Carlos, these moves always give a great bounce. I I agree until there's no bounce. That's a 100-point move right there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, 100 points.
All right, looks like 620 is going to be next if they can't bounce the 670 area. Looking at potential 620 now.
Just a few more seconds for this 5-minute candle to close. This would be the place for, I would think, a reversal should happen. But,
yeah, if it doesn't, then we're looking at 620. Bounce should happen here. If not, 620 would be. Hopping on along here, but at a tight stop. Convinced on this just yet. They can't bounce it here, then forget it. 620.
Yeah, that would be a real break of. I mean, even if it came down to match these other wicks, I mean, that's still a possibility too.
Bounce yet.
Such a big candle.
I think 620 is the next level. They were not able to bounce it here. Let's see. Can't get above this last wick. Get it. Oh.
Pre-market low still up there at 730.75. And we are creating a fair value gap, I guess, for those who use fair value gaps between here and here.
Not even able to test the 9. Here's the make or break. If they get above those last wicks around 680, then the bounce is happening. If not, then opium. Okay. I'm going to start trailing my entry because I don't trust it. I am in a long that bounce. See? Trailing it because I don't trust it. Needs to push immediately as almost like a V recovery. Otherwise, grab a little bit of profit. 9 EMA, they need to push with strength. Otherwise, we're going to come. So I am in position, but I'm trailing it for now. Okay, trailed it, got out, got a little bit of profit right there. We'll wait for the next setup. Still not trusting it. So back to chart trends.
All right, I changed to a 1-minute chart so you can see that V-shaped recovery a little bit better. And then there is a fair value gap that was formed from that 5-minute candle. We're still waiting for the close of that 5-minute.
So I do like that they bounce. I do like that they bounced 670. So going back to my chart, another test of this area and then the final bounce would be lovely. So we're watching for, if the 9 EMA provides the initial resistance, we come back and test 670 and triangle entry. Play the bounce. Now, if they come back and test and flush, yeah, 620 down. So far, caught a nice little scalp. 670 bounce up to test that. See if another one. Nicolas Gomez, my man from Paris. Bonjour. Good morning, brother. All right, here they come down to test that 670 area. The question is, are they going to test and bounce again? In other words, the test of that area or flush and then 620 potential. Or they can just continue their V recovery from here.
I would love to go all the way back up to pre-market highs. That'd be hitting both ends of the table there, and they've been known to do it. So
yeah, hey, V recoveries are more common than you think. There it is. All right, so it continued today. Now we're testing that pivot point at 750. Gonna push back here or continue their move up. Brewski, good morning. Brewski,
yeah,
good morning.
Definitely a stronger pullback this morning than I was expecting. That 100-point move makes it
now the good thing
really
is
interesting.
Yeah, now the good thing though is if they do come back to your point to pre-market lows and continue, then this is a move to the upside.
Yeah, pre-market lows at 730.75 on my chart, highlighted in purple. And the other pre-market high is at 746.38.
All right, looks like a nice full V recovery. Hold that one. Oh, it's all right.
So right now I'm trading a personal account, and I don't oversize that too much. I usually, for the size that I'm trading right now, I trade 3 to 7 micros, which isn't a very big size, but it is enough for the style that I trade.
But it's safe size, my friend. It's safe size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy. So we're looking at short trends. Let me hop on to mine real quick. Talked about the 670 level as potential. I did take a scalp there. So currently up for this trade, but now I got to figure out, are we going to come back and test this, or are we building an ascending channel for continuation to the upside? So far, one trade for me on the bounce at 670, this level here. If they do come back down and test and bounce, or test and flush, and potentially look somewhere around 620. Top. Back to short trends. Ablalom, it respected the 15-minute FEG and flipped short. If it makes a lower high, it will go lower. WXB, clean 625 on ES. Nicely done. For anybody who caught some nice trades already on the flush down or the bounce, nice. That's what it's about. Make money both ways. You could have made money on breakdown of structure and play the flush or the bounce at 670.
Right now it's rejected pre-market lows.
So
Let's see where it goes from there.
Now the bears are technically trying to hold below previous day low. That would be the indicator of a day. If they continue to hold below yesterday's low, then potential further downside tendency. So Shark, you trade every morning now as well?
I usually try to trade from the London session a couple hours before open, because you usually have to head to work at 6:30 and 6:05. If I'm not gone by 6:05, I end up being late to work. So
yeah,
today I'm off. So yeah, it'd be a good time to hop on and see everybody who joins.
All right, Christopher Zasek. Good morning. At work, just hanging out. Good to see you, Shark. Rohan. Good morning, brother. T. Cooper. All right, so this is what we just talked about. We have now that 670 level potentially failing. Are they coming for a bounce, or are they coming for further downside? And yes, if you get further downside, then you're 620. Oh, it's looking like they're going to flush this. Bears made their move. 3 days of consolidation and finally breaking down. I don't know if I'm trusting this bounce now. I think I'm going to stay flat for further, in case there's further downside, as much as I want to long that right now.
Yeah, usually what I see them do in this situation is they'll come down like this and they'll get here, and then really the long would be after the next flash down, like like a blow off top or a blow off bottom, where they'll just spike it down one more time. So I mean the real long would potentially be down here at 640-ish. And then if it breaks that, it could, I mean, we could have just a trend day all the way down.
Looking at Shark Trends charts today. Our guest. Some guy.
Welcome everybody.
Some guy. Shark is a superb trader indeed. Very technical trader. I like his style. That's why I'm in to share some insight with you guys. We're lucky to have him. Ruski shorted for 5 points and got it. Nice. T. Cooper, VWAP, and point of control. Okay, they're flushing. So pivot point is next at 6:30. Let's see what they do at that pivot point. All right, looks like bears have made their move today. And no bounce, and not interested in a long at this point. Get down to that 620, 600 area. See what they do, if they're going to continue to push this down. Peter Chan, good morning, brother. All right, so going back to my original plan. Let me hop on. This was the initial bounce area. I caught that long, but not hopping on this again. We have that level. Now it's patience to see how far down we go, but currently up. It's not going to test to push my luck here. All right, so they came and tapped that pivot point at 630. Is that the bounce? I don't. Still not telling me bounce action here. Joseph Rivera, good morning. Shark is on with you. He is the best trader I know. Man, all right. It's definitely another very talented technical trader. Seen some of his charts that he shares, and by the way, he does share a lot of his charts in the Discord. You have him, and today we have him as a guest.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, so pivot point bounce, 630 area. It looks like that held. Is that the potential bounce here? Or continuation to the downside? Like it wants more downside. Carlos Lopez, NQ, bouncing to the penny at my levels. Simply mark where price has reacted. Keep it simple. That's price has reacted. That is your standard support and resistance. It's the foundation of my trading. Support and resistance levels. It'd be that easy. And then you add your indicators and all that good stuff, and you got a strategy. Drewski, some of the candles broken out of the orb, but still inside the range, waiting for a nice 5-minute candle to break below the bottom orb before doing intuition. Okay, so Drewski is short biased here. Mike Milan, what's the best pivot point indicator on TradingView? Pivot point standard. So let me TradingView. Hold on. Over to. So this is the 5, the 15, and the 30-minute charts. I watch those on top screen. These blue lines are the pivot points, and look at the bounce right there at that pivot point. Pivot point standard. Let's go back to chart. Nope. All right, well, it ain't moving fast. Looks like we have another repeat of one quick move and then slow motion.
Yeah, I'm really wondering if we're going to hold this lower line here, and that we could, possibly come back up. If we can hold this and get a higher low right now, or a higher high from this down, and break that would be great.
Jesse James, good morning, brother. I saw that
Jesse.
I saw ES did a nice little pop on the overnight, so I'm hoping you got green. Joseph Rivera, here we go, long. So was 640 the bounce area? Okay. If it is a bounce area, we got time. Nicolas Gomez, the man from Paris. Bonjour.
Here we go. Here's some volume coming in. We really want to break pre-market high or pre-market lows so we can continue back potentially to VWAP. or that 50% of settlement. Right now we still have we're just getting ready to break it possibly. Or this could be a flush back down too.
Yep.
Excuse me.
I'm not trusting it. It's hopping on that long, and I'm going to close because I don't trust it. For a pullback, we're really going to push up now. Could be in a ascending channel, the top. See how it's up. So one thing we've learned about bear moves in the last couple of weeks, damn descending channels that are really good at playing. Let me show my screen quick. So I wanted to hop on this long on this momentum. Then I quickly realized, hey, we're in a descending channel. I've paid brutally on descending channels. So immediately when I started seeing this, I got out of that long. And yes, we are in a descending channel. Can they break out? Maybe. Or can they bring this all the way back down? 100%, and they've done it. So now, hands off. And they're breaking out of that trend line, and it's the top of the descending channel that Shark has. E for patience. Let's see what they do.
Got 3.5 minutes to the top of the hour.
Good morning to everyone. If you're new to the stream or hopping on, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Today we got a little treat for you guys. Very talented trader, Shark Trends, sharing his insight and his trades. So feel free to ask some questions. We're looking at his chart. It looks like they're breaking out of this.
Hopefully we don't get a fake out like we did last night.
Yo, that was painful. Got everybody excited on that push up and flushed us right back down. I did end up recovering after that. Took a trade on the bounce. Called it a night. Not pretty. Carlos Lopez, I am $400 from passing 4 TP accounts. Hey, you're going to love TP payouts, brother. Good job. Nicely done, by the way.
Very, very nice.
Thanks, Carlos. I see you're a frequent viewer here and participating, so I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support. Thanks for tuning in. And for everybody, a lot of you guys are becoming regulars. I appreciate you all. Talking about Take Profit Trader, I just saw that Take Profit Trader has extended that 40% off sale, no activation fee, and they refund you your eval fee on your first payout request. So still available for anybody. Take Profit Trader. It's code JCDT on that.
Top of the hour, just here in less than a minute.
Yep.
That would be our first 30-minute candle. So that's going to be substantial to see, I guess.
And for now, they're holding that ascending channel I was talking about. It's just typical in these moves. Have these push up, but hold these channels and they flush you. So see if now hands off. We'll just call it a day. So continue to watch. We'll see. Risky looks like it wants to slash bottom liquidity. I'm going short. Joseph Rivera 23,760 incoming. They can build the bounce around 670. Yeah, it's up today. E.O. Watts, Corey Haram. Good morning to everybody. Slow down. Still haven't given up 670. It's like they're building the bounce there.
Yeah, if we could take out this, there's actually a fair value gap right here on the 1 minute that they haven't completely cleared. It's at 707. If we can take out the top of that, that'd be bullish. I usually don't use fair value gaps for my style of trading too much, but I do keep them in mind.
Yes.
A lot of people use them.
Same here. I have them on TradingView. I think it's a Lux Algo. Oh, trade fair value. I definitely watch them. I have one right above us at 7. Middle of that FEG above us 720. Beautiful Beauty, good morning to the stream.
Trading very close to 700, so I suspect if we can get over 700, we'll probably push higher.
Yep. Haven't let go of 670. Look below the tail. See.
So JC, do we have any background music going on today?
We should. It should be the same background music as usual. The royalty-free background music. That's the challenge of YouTube. You can't play anything commercial, otherwise you get a copyright strike. I don't get to hear it, but there is something playing in the background. least for this for the stream.
There's
Okay,
that. There's that break of
there you go.
that
They
700
broke.
level. So that should be a bullish sign, taking out that bearish value gap there. And then also we haven't taken out the bearish one over here, or the bullish one over here. So to go back to the bears, we would have to break 668.25. But that's a pretty good strong candle right there.
Ooh, that's a nice breakout candle.
Just hope that we can get past this pre-market low, or else if we can't get past this pre-market low, that could be a fake out.
Right.
Could drop all the way back down and flush.
Testing VWAP right now. That's the middle of that FVG, that 720 area, 15-minute FVG. Pop right into it. Jesse, I just got 2 rips up, back green for the session. Thank the Lord. I'll never do that again. Oh man, Jesse, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're green again. Yeah, man. It's not pretty being into red, so happy you brought that back. By the way, how is our audio? Can you guys hear us both clearly, and the background music? No changes needed? Fortunately, I can't hear the stream. Can't hear the background. It's separate.
Yeah.
Shark, you probably hear me with a lot of noise, right? Because I got my fans and everything.
I do hear just very faintly your fan, but that's about it.
Yeah,
but, you know, that comes with the territory of living in Arizona, I believe, isn't it?
Yep. The stream gets to have the noise canceling, but you and Jesse get to hear all the noise.
Very cool. Well, are we going to break pre-market lows, or are we this could be a fake out recovery and head lower? That is the big question of the day.
Yeah. Peter Chan, okay, so it's clear. Mike Milan, excellent, but back music barely there. Reason it's barely there, it's just kind of like the background music. It's not the best music. It's like I said, it's royalty-free YouTube music. So just a little bit, enough to not make it awkward when silent. WXB caught the bounce top of the hour, closed for 450. Nicely done. Yeah, it looks like today a lot of green in the chat, so good job, guys. T. Cooper got almost all of it. 5 trades, could be done for the day. Nicely done. A lot of green in the chat today.
Dang, looks like we're testing pre-market low. We can hold this 704. That's kind of the range we're trading in right now. It's between 704 and 730.75. Which is basically a 26 point range. So this chart is one of my favorite ones that I've come up with, and it's basically off of VWAP at open,
right?
And it does I basically did it to where it does fib extensions from pre-market high and pre-market low, and then they're extended up and down beyond pre-market high and low based on fibs calculations. So I found that the levels usually line up pretty good wherever they are, just because they're fibs. And then from pre-market or from open, we have kind of it changes from this red line to kind of an aqua line, and that aqua line represents the start of where the fibs started. So that would
these are manual levels, Shark, that you've adjusted?
They are not manual. They reset every day at 9:30, and they are based on what VWAP was and what pre-market high and low was.
Okay. So is this a indicator or something that the chat can look for under TradingView, or is this something you've created?
You know, I had it published at one time, but sometimes TradingView gets a little bit picky on what they want in their stuff, and I've had some of my stuff kicked out before, so I'm not 100% sure if it's still there or not.
Got it.
If it is there, you could go to my profile at Shark Trends, and then look for it's basically a fib WAP, and then if it's there, it's there, and if it's not, then I'm very sorry. I'll try to get it back up, I guess, if it's not there.
Sure, the chat appreciates the insight and just the overall strategy. Appreciate you. All right, slow down mode, huh? A little pop and then slow down.
Yeah, well, that could be a good thing, that it's not like it's not rejecting 100% this 30 level. I mean, we have a little bit, but it's still going sideways up there. That's showing some bullish gesture. If it was to come down and just totally reject, that would be definitely bearish, but it's holding.
Yeah, I mean, for a VWAP, we didn't take a strong rejection at, so assuming for further upside, and I think Joseph Rivera will be very on point today with his call, 73.60. Let's move up. Nicely done, guys. Lemonhead, morning. How's the morning going? So far, good. $11 flips. This day is a DCA trader's dream. If you held through that drop, DCA at the bottom, I could see that.
Looks like we definitely have broken out of that trend. It's still wondering if it's going to be a fake out below this pre-market low, but really hoping that it continues.
Or
and we're still sitting at 50% of that 5-minute fair value gap right there. That's exactly at 50%. So we also need to break that.
oh man, back down to that 670, a potentially down day.
Yeah, we'll see what happens by like 10:30ish, because that's 10:30 to 11:30 is London's power hour. Yeah, you're welcome, Lemonhead. I have four screens, so when I have four different views to look at all the time. With I probably have 100 tabs open all the time. But, I know I know that I'm a chart fanatic, so I mean it's kind of I like a lot of options.
So Shark, just so that the stream gets to know you better, how long have you been trading futures? And by the way, Shark is one of the few guys on the stream that trades live account. So, but tell us about your journey.
Yeah, but I've been trading off and on for the last, well, close to since 2006, I guess, off and on. But I traded just regular stocks, and then probably 15 years ago, I went into like some options, and then the last couple of years, basically came into futures. And so my journey with futures is a lot smaller. I'm seeing that there's a lot of great potential for making money. It's close to like trading options, but not 100% the same. You do have a lot of, I was trading prop firms until the whole thing with fast track, and then I was kind of like, okay, hold on here, back up. So it's kind of, I went and started trading my own account after that, and then I did get some payouts with them, as well as Apex, and also Topstep. But right now I'm just currently trading my own account, and I seem to like that pretty well. I don't have any of the same rules to follow.
Yep.
Which I like. And the only thing about it is that I don't my positions are not very heavy, which is fine. I think it definitely, having your own account definitely makes you think a little bit more on terms of risk, and also makes you definitely pay attention differently than having a prop account.
100%. I think. But no,
go ahead. Yeah,
no,
I
You're up.
I was definitely trying to make it a good go of the prop firms, and I was getting payouts, but the whole consistency thing was really hard to get through, because I was not as consistent as I would like to have been trading the props. And so just because of the 20% rule, or 30, or however many they make you do now, but I don't trade like that. I just, however much consistency I have is basically what I go for. But trading my own account has paid off.
I think trading your own account, I think prop firms are a great way to start, and a great way to make money. Let's be honest, you can make a lot of money with prop firms if you're consistent. With trading a live account, your own live account, it brings out a different side of trading. You're going to protect it. There's no such thing as blowing a live account and resetting it. I trade my live account very differently, completely different strategy. But I still continue with prop firms, and the leverage prop firms offers is still good. But it's funny how different you trade a live account.
Yeah. 100%.
And you can play the swings a lot differently on a live account, right? Because you're not forced into a consistency rule. You're not forced into a max loss limit or anything like that. A lot of people think, say you have a $2,000 max loss limit. For certain swing traders on live accounts, that could be just touching your stop if you're playing for a longer play, right? A week play or something like that on futures. With a swing trade, it's very different with a live account. You're not tied to that max loss limit.
Right. And Joseph brings up a good point. Props are a good way to build up a live account. And that's exactly what I've done. As I've taken my last so so fast track. I was in line to get about a $35,000 payout, and when they went down, that kind of left me holding the bag because I was really looking forward to that payout.
Of
But I
course.
was able the previous payouts before that, I was able to go ahead and just fund my own account. So that's what I did.
Yep, same here. WXB caught the bounce, top of the hour, closed for 450. I think a lot of us still have fast track PTSD.
Met a lot of
And,
good people there, though. As
and
far as the traders.
same, I think a lot of the people that watch this stream got to know me for fast track trading. Started YouTube around fast track trading. So,
Yeah.
fortunately, it went
So Joseph,
downhill.
I'm gonna, or I'm sorry, JC, I'm gonna cut out just for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna need to. I got my kids that are waking up. I'll be
Yep,
right back. Okay.
sounds good. I'll wait for you to come back. Up on here. All right, so I guess we're in what's going to happen mode. Are we just going to be in a range for the rest of the day? Are we going to push up? So far, took one trade on that 670 bounce. Going to hop on another one, trust it so I can cut it quick, and I think I'm done for the day. Up nicely so far. But see what happens. Good morning to everyone. Today we got Sharp Trends, talented technical trader who's been on the stream a couple times at night and supporting the channel here. So today you guys get to hear his strategy and his approach, and that's the idea. I'm bringing different guests. Last week we had Jesse James, also one of our supporters here at the channel, and came in and shared his strategy. So I'm opening it up to different traders, different backgrounds, different strategies. There is no one winning strategy. There's a lot of strategies out there, and it's all based on your personality. So trying to offer, the educational component of this channel to new traders, experienced traders, so you guys get to see a different style, a different approach. Over time, we'll build up on the guest and give you guys additional strategies, additional content to consider. So I appreciate everyone tuning in. If you're new to the stream, I live stream every morning, New York session, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, and the late night Asia session, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Oh, there we go. I feel like I can't hear myself. All right, now I can hear myself. So welcome everyone to the stream. Help me out with the YouTube algo. If you haven't done so, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. We're doing this every day, 9:15 a.m. Eastern for the New York Open. Lemonhead, Miss Jesse James. Jesse James was on at night. Who knows? We'll check with Jesse's schedule and bring him on in the morning as well. But that's the idea. You're going to see more guests. If you guys that are supporting the channel and you have your own strategy, and whether it's a winning strategy or a losing strategy or a struggling strategy, feel free to DM me in the Discord, and we'll hop you on live as well. You can do video and audio or audio. Yes. So far, we've had Jesse and I think Peter Chan. Peter Chan is hiding from me. Peter Chan, I want Peter Chan too to guest. He's got a nice Hikanashi candle strategy with some 5-minute breakouts and all that good stuff for a couple points, and he's getting his payouts that way. So this is the idea. It's for you guys that are supporting the stream, supporting the channel, and have your own style, your own strategy. Hop on, trade it with the community, share it with the community. All right, Shark is back.
All right. Yeah, I just had to. And my daughter was waking up. Everybody was starting to come in the office, so I had to go take care of them just for a couple minutes. All right, right now we did break down below 700, so right now we're trading between 662.66 and 704.74. Until we break out of that, we will stay in this range until we break into the next range.
Yep.
It's basically a 42 point range. We still have a 1 minute fair value gap here that potentially is still bullish. So that's at 669.
Shark, I'm going to hop off for a second. Same thing. I got kids waking up, and I'll say hello, and I'll come right back up. You guys, enjoy Shark for now.
Yeah, like we said earlier, if anybody has any questions or anything like that, go ahead and ask. Tell us where you're from. Just green on the morning, red on the morning. Anybody struggle with anything? How's your trading going? All of that good stuff. Looks like we're going to test 50% of that range. It's on the downhill side of that. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here for sure. Yeah, definitely, paper trading is definitely a good thing to do. That helps build some confidence. That's very nice, Lemonhead. Hitting the bottom of that range, 662, 66. If we can hold that and keep on going back up, that'd be great. If we bounce lower, then we'd be in a lower range between 612 and 662. So we have broke pre-market lows 3 times this morning. Once it opened, once around 9:45ish, 9:42, and we've just rejected it again around 10:10 a couple times. Now we broke into our lower range. 612.07 is the next possible supporting level, since we broke that 662.66 level.
All right, looks like we're breaking down, huh? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She wants some more downside.
Interesting to see what happens at between 10:30 and 11:30. That's London's power hour.
Wow, looks like the next level is 5. This pivot point's at 580. Move. Bears have made their move today, for sure. Shark, besides NQ, I don't know if you mentioned this already. Besides NQ, do you trade anything else? You play around with ES as well, or just NQ?
I follow ES, but I don't trade it. I like to do the technicals on ES, but I typically stick to NQ just because that's what I'm used to.
Yep, same here.
I follow crude oil and gold and NQ, ES, and a little bit of Russell and a little bit of YM. But typically I'm always coming back to NQ, so I've just kind of just stuck with it. I think it's good to stay with one ticker, just so that you can learn the ins and outs of and the characteristics of what it does, and you can kind of really learn over time, that just everything, how it behaves, different news breaks or different, everything, all of those variables. They all, if you're changing everything, the variables are always different. You can't like, it's harder to really grasp, what everything's doing. But if you focus on one thing, you can more likely to grasp what's going on.
I agree. I stick with NQ. I mainly trade NQ. I'll look every now and then from others, but as far as trading, on my right, you get to know it, right? You get to know the levels. Say you're trading and find, for instance, for the last 2 days, that 800 level stuck with us for a while. You start understanding how it's moving. Brickle Crypto Trader, good morning, Vietnam. Into the stream. Still no significant bounce on this move. Looks like the bears are punishing today.
They are.
It's like Jesse James is saying, do me a favor, if you're enjoying the content, new to the stream, smash that like, help me out with the YouTube algo. Smash that subscribe button. Today we have guest Shark Trends, very talented trader sharing his style, his charts. There's another one that writes his own indicators and all that stuff. So providing different strategies, different approach, different insights for you guys, especially newer traders, and building your style and your strategy. The goal here is to offer different styles, not just me, and have some guests here and there, opening it up to the community to hop on and share your trading style. WXB, bounce incoming. Looks like we have some Miami traders in that. Here, Miami being. All right, now we're getting a stronger bounce. Let's see if they can keep it going on this.
Yeah, we did come back down. We did come all the way back down to that 612 I was talking about, and then when we traded past that 662.66, if we can continue higher from that, this green level usually is one that holds. If we continue to flush, then I'm seeing that it will be a lot stronger, because Still in this range.
Miami, man. I don't mind Miami. Mind heading out, do a little get together in Miami. Should we do the get together in Miami or Vegas? Little trader forum down in Miami. I'm liking that idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Do some live streaming down there. Have a couple of you guys live, or just
It's a long
enjoy,
ways from my
or
ways
just
from the West Coast, though.
or just enjoy,
Miami.
or just enjoy Miami. Forget about trading down there. It's where are you again? You're in Oregon, right?
Yeah,
It's,
in Oregon.
Six hour flight at least.
Oh, to Miami it's 12-hour flight, 8 to 12-hour flight, depending on the jet stream.
Right. You have to have a layover. Chat with traders, have some good interviews with traders. I like that idea. I don't know, Jesse in a bikini.
Some things we just don't want to see. You know?
Oh man. Wow, they're pushing this, man. They're not forgiving today.
We'll stick with regular swim trunks. Whoever decided to say that.
Yeah. Do some look at that. Crypto trader. I know some boat charters, Lambo rentals. Oh man, we'll go all out. So I'm watching that 580 level, doing the nasty descending channel. Had the topping here and expected this bottom. Now we're looking at coincide with one of my levels down here around 580. Watching this area down. Finally going to get bounce. It's also a 30-minute pivot point down at that 575, 580 areas. Let's see what happens down here.
We're down 166 points from open.
Yep. Les Gomez waiting for that pivot. Yep, 575 for you. Harish, is this due to NVIDIA taking a hit? I'm not watching NVIDIA. Possibly. Let's take a look at up on my phone real quick. Let's see. When you mentioned NVIDIA, I remember my options days. Back in the days, I would watch NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple, Netflix, Google, Meta every single day. Now I barely look.
Oh, yeah.
Now barely look at them. But let's take a look at NVIDIA chart. Not loading. Yeah, Nvidia is down 2%. ES is so ES is only down 0.11, and Q's down close to 1%. Money seems to be red today, except Hustle. Microsoft down 1% already, Nvidia down 2%, Amazon 1.5%. Google, Meta, Netflix, everybody's kind of down across the board. So watch them.
Really, really need a strong bounce right here if we're gonna have any kind of recovery.
It's not looking good. It didn't touch the pivot point. 575 is that. I think Nicholas is also going. So we'll see. Merkle Crypto Trader, you're a realtor. Nice, man. I think having the day job, trading on the side is always a good mix. Being a realtor, that gives you a lot of time to trade, right? Opens up your time, so that's a good mix. Being a realtor and day trader. Congrats on that lifestyle. Drewski keeps killing it with these 5-10 point scalps. Drewski was impressive last night during the Asia session. Drewski, what's the strategy you use on those entries? Notice you do a lot of 5-minute, 10-point scalps here and there. What's your strategy in terms of entry? It seems like it's very successful for you. Chris, appreciate you tuning in, man. Have a great day at work, and I'll see you tonight.
Where's your level at? You had one at 580.
Yep, that's the pivot point. Coming for it. See what happens. This is what I'm watching right here, the bottom of that channel, that pivot point, 70 area. So, PR77 in the house, Mr. Canada, Edmonton, Canada in the house. Good to see you, PR. All right, we're coming down to, again, this pivot point, 575, this level here. See if it's a wide descending channel. You get the bounce, there's potential for play. But bears seem to be in control. That's what, 200 points now? About to hit 200 points. 7.
Yep, really close to 200.
All right, here we go. They're going for that pivot point. It's that 580. 85.75 area. Long the falling knife there, and it's risky. Quebec, Canada in the house, WXB. All right. So why don't we do like a whole roll call? Where's everybody from? I know we got California, we got Oregon, Arizona, Miami's in the house, Canada's in the house. Let's see, who else? Let's start doing Roll call here. Where's everybody tuned in from? Tennessee in the house. Cali, Montreal. Oh, Drewski, you're in California too? All right, cool. Carolinas, Montreal.
All over.
Dallas.
Very cool.
Miami in the house. Miami seems to be the hot spot today. Montauk, New York. Oh, Montauk. Isn't that Westchester County? I used to live in Westchester County in my back in the days. I grew up in Aranic, Larchmont. Las Vegas, Visual Trader. I'm liking the idea of Vegas get together. Vincent and Ella from the Philippines. Oh, nice. Nice. Denver, Colorado. ER77, Alberta, Canada. Cooper, Long Island. Brickle Crypto Trader lives in Miami since 2000, but he's from San Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny Bebe. Yes, indeed. All right, so we're watching here. This is that pivot point. Flush below the pivot point for another move down, or finally getting the bounce right at my level there. That's that pivot point. I don't know if I can long a falling knife today. Drewski, okay, it's almost 8 a.m. I have to pick up my mom. Yep. Teen. Oh, wait a minute. She almost died last week. So sorry to hear that, man. So yes, take care of mom and best wishes. Best wishes to you and your mom.
Yeah, definitely. Family is important.
Yeah, family health, always important. So hope everything works out for you. Right, looks like for now, it's off that pivot point. A strong reaction off. Not a ripper. See. Hey, Shark, are you going to stay on for a little bit longer?
I probably need to take a break and take care of breakfast for the family and maybe come back. I don't know if you want to come back later. We can do that.
Yeah, I gotta take my kiddo to school around 8 a.m. That's in about 10 minutes. But I'm open to leaving the stream on if you're down to staying, or we can call it. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, we can leave the charts on for sure.
Well,
and I can mute the mic for a little bit if you're if you're okay with that.
Yeah, of course. So what I'll do is about 10 minutes I'll head out to take my kiddo to school. Yeah, you can take over.
Okay.
All right, guys. So the pivot point, not holding. It's like the bears want further punishment. Now we're looking at 520 as next level. So pivot point didn't hold, breaking out of this descending channel. 520 next stop. Lemonhead, the advantages of teenagers in the home, built-in taxis for school.
Yeah, pre-market before we really hit open. I got that trade first thing in the morning up
Yeah,
there.
you
That was
you
pretty
got
good.
that
And
trade.
then what I was talking about before, when we get below open, we really there's no trade unless we can come back above open. So we really have basically stayed below open all morning. Tried a couple
So
recoveries.
so you've mentioned that a couple of times. You use the opening as your indicate as an indicator. In other words, if price holds
Yeah,
below the open, you're bearish at that point. Got it.
yeah. Today it held below. If we would have held up above it and settlement was below it, if we would have held above it, it would be going the other way. But since settlement is up here and we traded below it, it kind of acts as a double resistance.
Oh,
But we are drifting quite a ways away from VWAP. I'm suspecting that some point in time we're gonna want to try to at least recover 50% of it, and that's why I kind of drew this fib right here. So 50% of what VWAP would be from the low would be would be what we should come back to test.
yeah, just no significant bounce yet at this pivot. Uh, this little, not not the squeeze, not a short squeeze bounce by any means.
Mhm. Yeah, you guys already started school for your kids. When did school start this year for them?
Yeah, because of the heat in Arizona and they started almost 2 or 3 weeks ago. So
Mm.
start end of July out here in Arizona.
Yeah, we don't start until September 3rd here, so a little bit longer.
Ripple crypto trader, Intel is the one holding. Well, yeah, isn't the government buying Intel right now and investing in Intel long term? So I wouldn't be surprised if they're going up. PR77, let the kids drive the lamp to school. All right, they're building this bounce. Are they going to get it? Is the question. Oh boy, decisions here. Tempting to long the long the fall. Like it wants more. convincing me on this bounce yet. Here we go. Starting to pop out. Hopping on this. See if I trail it.
Yeah, I like. I know you said this before, JC, but it looks like we're getting some little soldiers that are moving up.
Yeah, it's not a convincing bounce. Not your short squeeze ripper by it. Oh, fake out again.
I'd love for us to get back up in this. See, today's Tuesday. Down day for Tuesday. Makes me really wonder what the rest of the week is going to look like.
Well, we got what FOMC minutes? Is it your Thursday? Is it?
Yeah.
Trying to flush this. Oh, they're flush.
Yeah, for not really having any news, substantial anything, it sure is making a heck of a move. So definitely must be those, like people were saying earlier with NVIDIA and some of the other, the Meg 7 drawing it down.
Here we go, another move down. Pivot point, hold it all. Looking like a no bounce day, period. What, 40, 50 points in 2 minutes right there, trapping anybody trying to long that bounce. Wow. 30.
Yeah, it's almost 60 points almost.
Who's everybody long in that pivot point? Flush them out. Boy. Yeah, so how low is this thing going to go today? Flush that pivot point 60 60 points. ER77, that was nothing but a trap, exactly. So next pivot point is 480. Holy cow. They're finishing. Bounce. Carlos Lopez playing the 500 bounce. Oh man, you got cojones, man, trying to long this right now. It's a falling knife. All right, let's see if they can bounce this area, but I don't even know. It's a bounce.
If we can get above 538, that's a deviation level from the bell curve standard deviation. There's usually two standard deviations where we can travel in for the whole day, and the other one is all the way down at 281.25. So that's the second deviation. The first deviation is right where we're at right now. If we can hold this deviation, there's a good chance that we can come back up. But if we flush it, then we can look for more pain.
PR77 did well last night. Nice. Happy for you.
How late did he stay up?
Yeah, that's the question. PR77, how late did you stay up? How late did you stay up?
You're an all-nighter?
See if they recover this flush. Otherwise, there's a big brutal today. Going for what, 300 points at this point? No significant bounce.
Here we have 263 points. An hour and 30 minutes from open.
EWAP's all the way up at 680 and not even coming down for us. Looking pretty. So far, the bounces have been very minimal.
Yeah, we only had two substantial bounces. That was 5 minutes after open, and in the last 10 minutes, basically, of that 10 o'clock hour, or the 9 o'clock hour. Other than that, and having this one was a 25-point bounce. This one was a 44-point bounce. 20-point bounce. 46-point bounce. So we're really due for definitely a good bounce. Hopefully like this much at least. So that would be 40, 50, that'd be 90 point bounce. So it would be basically right up in here. 100 points.
I don't know. It's looking like a no bounce day.
Yeah, this channel is just not offered anything.
JC, I felt bad going short when you took that long. No, nothing to feel bad. I recovered afterwards. I closed that short and then hopped on a long. Was it? Yeah. Closed the short, hopped on a long, and I hit in the green. No reason to feel bad. It was actually a silly entry. It's nice. Carlos Lopez, short squeeze bounce. Let's see how far they push this. So far, they haven't had any interesting bounce yet.
Yeah, I've got a 50 on the 1 minute, basically really close to 600, and a 200 all the way up at 700. So we haven't had any substantial movement back to the 50 since around 9:20ish. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my time. So that would have been.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take the kid out of school, but back in a little bit.
You bet. All right, sounds good. We can break this channel. Could possibly come back up to. Let's move this back down here. Back up to test this 575 level. And if we don't break it, we could flush back down further. Yeah, right. Jesse James for sure. Let's get wild and head back all the way back. That'd be amazing. Still looking to see if this 538 level will hold or not. I know it's kind of broke in and out of it a couple times. Anybody else have any good trades this morning that they've been able to make? Really testing that 538 level. After lunch buy, okay. Is that your plan? So the New York lunch session, I believe, is from 12 o'clock all the way to 1:30, an hour and a half. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for being here. So far, we're holding that 538 level, and our first test should be 575.25. Yeah, London's trading session should be over at 11:30, so they just have a little bit left. Their power hour was from 10:30 to 11:30 in New session. I think New York and Miami are the same time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe they are. looks like 575 should be the first test, and then after that, maybe 613 and 643 if we get up there. Let's see if we get a consolidation around this level, if we continue back down, or if we end up getting above it. I've got a 50 moving average on the 1 minute chart at 583. 583 is all the way up here, this level. We can break that, and it basically have a pretty good potential to come back up to the 200, which I have at 694. That would be a long ways up. We really like to break that 50. That'd be bullish. That'd be basically the first attempt that we've had all morning, other than open. Yeah, Joseph, I marked out the standard deviation level right there at 538, and that was a bounce. So looks like it retested. Now we're just waiting for it to go above the 50 moving average on the 1 minute. Anybody think that we'll see any more punishment to the downside? Or you think that this is going to be a recovery past the 50? We've got about 10 more minutes till London close.
All
Yeah.
right. Hey.
Yep. All right. JC, it's coming up to test your 580 level for that pivot again. We did
Yeah.
have a little bit of bounce from 538, and we certainly trying to get to the 1 minute 50 moving average, and also lines up pretty close to a fib from the low. So if we break that, we can continue back up. This is going to be the spot to watch out for if we're going to have any kind of recovery.
Just doesn't look like typical short squeeze bounce, but we'll see. Need to push above that pivot point, the 580 level, test 600 again. No, we'll see. Question is, how far can that bounce go up to? 620?
Yeah, I would suspect if we break that that 580.275, which is the 50 moving average on the 1 minute, then we could head up to 613, potentially 640, 350. Unless the market is truly just weak and we don't do it.
Yeah, the only problem is it's not seeing short squeeze bounces yet. This one.
Don't be yawning. I woke up pretty early this morning. You're gonna make me
Oh,
yawn.
yeah. Woke up early myself. Coffee. All right, well, they're trying to bounce it. Let's see how far they go. Did another trap on the bounce there. Do you have any? So, anything been announced with Ukraine and peace deal yet today? Let's see.
Yeah, there was a little bit of news this morning after Trump talked pre-market.
I don't think the bulls are showing up today, man. It's like more downside pressure here.
I'm gonna mute for a little bit and grab
Yep.
some breakfast. I'm gonna leave the
Yep.
charts on and
Go ahead. That is well, and if you're doing some breakfast, if you want to come back, then I'll leave it on. If you're doing your thing for the day, no big deal. It's another day.
yeah, I'll come back.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys. So big bear move today. We finally getting some type of bounce here, or is it just a trap? Do me a favor, if you haven't done so, help us out with the YouTube algo. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. Today we got Shark Trends. He's off for a little bit. I'll be back later, but he's our guest, and he's been sharing his insight, his charts. We're lucky to have him today. All right, how far are they going to go on this push? Starting to pick up some steam here, pushing above that pivot point, that 575 level that they flushed every long there. T. Cooper, RSP outperformed XPX by a mile. What's the divergence on ES and NQ today? How far down is ES? All right, ES down 0.2%. Nasty NASDAQ down 0.9%. And the bears get back up above 600, or is this it? Extraordinary Cave Trader, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. I do. All right, nasty NASDAQ having trouble here. If they can push up. King Caesar, finally, man, got seized, scalping that long. All right, Bulls trying to get back up above 600, or at least test it. And they even get up there. Oh, King Caesar's been scalping shorts. Well, today's the day, man. You must have had a great day. Caveman, good to see you, brother. I'm having a little trouble understanding the profit target for 50K. I trade the 150Ks, but let me take a look at 50. See if I can help in any way. All right, I'm taking a look at my phone here. 50K. So take profit trader, I know is 50% consistency rule. Hit your profit target. see if I can find a 50K. Does anybody test? Your profit target is 3,000. So get to 3,000 on a 50K. Take profit trader with 50% consistency rule, and you're good to go. You move on to the SIM funded account, and depending on if you bought the most recent discount, there's no activation fee, and you get your eval fee credited when you request your first payout. All right, so they're hovering at this 585, trying to make the touch of 600. Are they going to be able to do it? Or are they going to flush it right back down? They are pushing. Vincent and Ella, he is a technical trader. It's a lot of info to take in, but great to see it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring in another guest, different styles. So far, Jesse James, also another technical trader with another style of trading, and Shark Trends with his style. Like I said, there's infinite amount of strategies out there. They're all different, and they can all be profitable. Yeah, so you have a 50% consistency rule. So if your target is 3,000, you want to make up to 1,500 per day, right? That's what the 50% consistency rule says. Your highest profit day should be around 50% of your total profit. Now, it doesn't mean you blow the account. Let's say you have a day that you made 2,000. That just means you got to make more now. You don't blow the account because you passed the consistency rule. You just have to make more. So let's say you made 2,000 in one day, 50% of 2,000. That would be 4,000 profit goal. If you made $2,000 on a 50K in one day, you just moved your profit goal to 4,000. 50% of 4,000 is 2,000. You don't blow the account. All right, Bulls struggling at 585. Can they make that push, or are they going to flush this right back down and give more pain to the Bulls? And 585, the wall of China right here. They cannot push it above that. All right, here they go. They're trying to break through 585. And they get a 600 touch here. $585, the wall of China right now. They just can't. Crazy Chris needs 596. Struggling. They're struggling to get back above 600. They now see. We'll see if they can get that. Or the Bears might do it dirty and flush it right back down and get your hopes up. And looks like they're flushing them right back down. Bears are doing it dirty today. All right, well, it's slowing down. Bulls unable to push this back up, at least significant bounce. Do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. We do this every day, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. And for the Asia session, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Bulls trying to bounce this, trying to stay above that pivot point, and so far, no cigar. Extraordinary trade trader, extraordinary cave trader. Let's do it. Yeah, man. 50% is a good consistency rule. Allows you to push it on those days that the market moves. All right, slowing down. Bulls, unimpressive today. Post show. Tried to bounce that 520 area, but finding resistance here at 585. Trying to push above 600, but no. Good. Bear is in full control today. Bulls just can't do anything today. I'm pretty much done trading. I'll walk out with some green today and call it a day, but let's see what happens. Shark is having some breakfast. He'll be back. But why don't we do this? Why don't we take a 20-minute break? And, oh, wait. Bulls are waking up. Let's see if they can get this push. Need to push above 585 to build that bounce. Bears aren't allowing it. Nope. Right back down. Bulls are trying. They're trying to get it back up above 600, but Bears not letting them out. Bears looking to flush this again. Wow. It's a crazy selling pressure today. Like they want 520 again, unless the Bulls make a move. Ain't looking pretty. Dark is back.
Yes, sir.
It's Bears, man. They're making it brutal for the Bulls. Not allowing 585. Brought it back down to 560. Bulls need to make a move. Here they go.
Yeah, we really need a strong candle right through here.
Yep. 585 is the wall of China right now, and the Bears aren't having it. Longer it takes, longer the chance of a flush. Back down.
It could be possible that 11 o'clock hour could be a reversal.
Yep.
I'm just wondering to see how far up it reverses before and if it decides to come back down.
Like they're making their move now. 585, 589. He needs to push right here with strength. Another green candle, juicy green candle. Oop. Ah, Bears aren't having it. They're not allowing that. Ooh. Like that.
What the 15-minute candles look like. These are 15-minute candles. Looks like we had a doji right there the last 15 minutes. This is a new 15-minute coming. Actually, we're in a new 15-minute. So yeah, so there's the indecisiveness. Let's see what we get.
Able to push above 585. It's the wall of China right now. Falls apart. Their big move to the downside. Pop. See if they 606.
I suspect this little wick right here potentially will be the one to look out for. It's right there at 600.
I get up there. Love that. Oliver Bonza, thank you. I appreciate the comments for tuning in. And to anybody new who's in, we have Shark Trends today as our guest, giving us his insight, his strategy, and sharing his charts. So lucky to have him today.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks like that 585 is it. Take a brutal hit to the downside. Significant bounce.
King Caesar, what time frame do you normally trade?
What was that?
I was asking King Caesar what time frame he normally uses. Chart.
Oh, King Caesar, I believe, is their King Scalper. Extraordinary cave. So your buddy back said if it passes 600, will continue going up. What did he say? I think you said, yeah, basically that if they push above 600, there's upside. But it's a red day, man. I don't know if longs have a chance today, other than scalps. Right now, that 585 area is a no-go for bulls. Impressive how they're holding that level.
Definitely struggling. Struggling to get past it for sure.
Break down. They flushed this 520.
Minutes to the top of the hour, just about.
10 more minutes. Bulls need to make a move, otherwise, more to this for the Bears. Goes starts breaking down. 85, not able to push above that.
Someone was saying to long at lunch or long after lunch. I don't remember who that was.
At lunch. Possible. Get back down. Let's see what more. Punish. Bulls, no show today. It's not yet. Like they're wanting that 420, sorry, the 520 test again. You're right. They flush below that 520. It's going to look ugly today. More pain for bulls. Yep. Back down. take a look. Sun. So ES down now 0.4%. Is about 1%. Crude is down. Rusty's down. Buy is down. Microsoft 1.4% down. Up. Nvidia 2% down. Amazon 1% down. Tesla 7. Meta 1.7. Google 1.3. Netflix 3% down. Wow, Netflix took a tank. So pretty much right across the board, not just one.
That would definitely explain the downward move for today then.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get above 580, 600 area. It's not looking pretty right now.
Probably draw another trend.
Extraordinary cave trader, do you think that it's Powell's fault for it to go down? I don't think Powell said anything today.
No.
It does what it needs to do. We were playing around all-time highs for quite some time. Market correction. It's looking droopy, man. I don't know if I'm buying this. I don't know if I'm convinced that they're going to bounce this today. It's not yet.
Yeah, if you take these off, it does. I mean, if you draw it all the way from open, we look like more like this. So.
The bear is trying to flush 560. If they get below 560, see 520 again. Oh, still a no-show.
Five more minutes till the New York lunch session.
Yeah, I don't know how much movement we'll get on that, but it just slows down even more. Here's our pushing this. Extraordinary cave trader, heavy chopping. Bears are not giving any wiggle room to the bulls right now. Bulls tried to push back up 600 and get denied at 585. Now they're just taking slow sell off. The battle for the bull is 560. They can't even get above 60 now. 62. Here's just slowly. 3 minutes. For lunch hour. I don't know. It's gonna be slow. Battle for 560. Bulls bounce it here. They're back for 520. I mean, we've had those type of days with no significant bounce, so it'd be one of them.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, 12 o'clock. Up and this is the long at 12. Hey, they're building it. They get back up to 585. Push. $585 again. Let's see.
That far. VWAP is all the way up at 660. Not coming down for us. I don't know if they're even going to touch VWAP again today. Only made it up to 678 on that bounce.
Yeah, it's really struggling to get above there.
Still trying. Where's our ring? Still. Nope. Wow. Selling price. Eco taking a short here. See what happens. Hey, I think shorts are the name of the game today. Bulls have not been able to do any significant bounce yet. They just failed at 578. They failed originally at 585. Now they failed at 578. Just keep punishing them. They fall below this level they were trying to build. What level is that? 550 area. They push below that. 553. Bye-bye, Bulls. Go.
Yeah, it's definitely struggling there. That last leg of support would be that 538 again.
I think they're in for more pain. Ooh, there it is. There's the break. Nico, nice short. And the Bulls just cannot get a juicy green candle. Just can't. Nothing. All right, here they go. They're trying. Oh, man. 30-minute. 30-minute.
30-minute. Let me see what those look like. Okay. Well, we're definitely in the middle of a range then, if that's 30-minute candles.
Yep. It's the indecision. Are they going to flush right back down, or are they going to finally get up above 585?
I think we still got 23 minutes left of a 30-minute candle, so I mean, that would be anything can happen, but
Yep, they're flushing this. Wow.
538.
Now, if they flush below that 520 area, oh man, more pain for bulls. Still no significant bounce from the damn bulls. Sure. It could be one of those days. Just sell off, right? We've had them. No significant bounces. ES is at low of day, and Q is pretty close to a low of day for Q is what, 512, something like that?
Yep, 512.75.
So Robert is telling us ES is at low of day already. So hey, sounds like this is going to be further downside. With longs not showing up today. The cafe trader. All right, brother. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in.
What's going on, Cafe Trader? Good to see you here.
Yeah, same here, Shark. I think we're good. All right, guys. I think that's it for today. Big move by the Bears today. What, what is it, 300 points today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was definitely hit some good numbers today.
Yep. It looks like they want more. Like they want more to this.
260 points.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm done for today. Looks like Shark is as well. Thank you, Shark. We appreciate you. I'm sure the community appreciated you tuning in, sharing your charts and strategy. And thanks, man. Lucky to have you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks to everybody who tuned in today.
Cafe Trader, appreciate your content. Been watching you since FTT days. Hey, man. Good to hear from you. Appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, that's it for today. We'll have Shark again and guessing here. He's been nice to share his strategy today with you guys. So we'll do it again another time. Caesar, Robert, who else is still on here? Robert, Nico, have a great one. We'll see if these bulls show up today. Not looking like it. Appreciate you, Shark. I'll see you probably in the evening session.
All right. Take care.
All right, brother. Take care.